So job like now you residents. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. Yes. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Let's buy, no they see fire. Mr. President, so job like now you residents. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. Yes. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Let's buy, no they see fire. Mr. President, so job like now you residents. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. Yes. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Let's buy, no they see fire. Mr. President, so job like now you residents. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. Yes. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Let's buy, no they see fire. Mr. President, so job like now you residents. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. Yes. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Hey Papa, please. We take down on we knees. Papa, please. Save us from this disease. Let's buy, no they see fire. Mr. President, So job like now you resident. You just a chill, you just a merriment. Then they jail people them with no evidence. Okay, oh. For say you don't know on a negligence. Some people they talk say you deaf. If you want talk to you, pass we talk to you. Wef. Some say they don't know, but they just they guess. For the poverty, just they choke we with nef.
Fambole muna kuche henuna hadu. We had don't come back today for come talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet hearts alone. Now we on. Whoa, we for do them bad things them. We they feel a more alone. Now we on. Whoa, we had. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we yet go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we yet go before. Fumble una couche, a una de do. I know say most of una not they do okay. Well, some people yet still then they smile because of waiting they happen. Well, yesterday we been begin one discussion where a lot of people them not be happy with the way how the discussion been go. Plenty people been get the way how them see things them. We even play something where other people then challenge we say we not for the do them thing then they. Well, I've been always want for tell una say, una for always the open una mind. Una watch above waiting una they see. Just try for see beyond something. If you open your mind, then when something carry you away, you go know say this na in don't come. But in the case of Usai, you just left your mind for let it small. Then problem go always stay ahead of you. Well, we can look at that particular thing the back and as well try for see how best we can discuss other things them we get for do with how things they go on. This type program we had on YouTube and on Facebook. My name Asimbe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Well, as you do see already from the thumbnail or the title or now the screen, the two people that you see with Samura Kamara, now the two people in that one day where don't take case go na court, now the Supreme Court and ask the Supreme Court for make it go interpret for them certain provision them na the Constitution of Salon and same way so ask certain questions them we get for do with the last convention. We can go more inside that one day, quick one. But we still ask question where plenty people knock you one follow we ask. But this time not to ask they ask, they tell the APC party say if they're not ready for contest inside the election, before then they waste people and time and money, let them just come out plain and talk am. Because yesterday we begin for talk, but most people not be like am. But we could tell you that today again say inside the APC, you get a lot of people them where not see the interest of the people. They just care about their own selfish desire. And honestly, that's not the kind of system we want. Not to the kind of system that at all where we want. But before that day, let's just take this break. We'll come back just now.
Please follow them. Una don yeri, the Afri-Caribbean Festival don't do a back home. This time, then get the festival only package when a $72 deposit no more. Yes, $72. Yes, $72. And you will meet up for day party 6 days ladida from December 28th, 2023 so January 2nd, 2024.
The experience in Africa is a completely different experience that you will never get anywhere else besides in Africa. And especially with the Afro-Caribbean Festival, it's also uniting not only African culture, but Caribbean culture as well. So you get to be immersed in both cultures and get to see outside of your worldview, and it just offers you a new perspective. So yes, I would recommend it.
I had a wonderful experience. It was so much fun, great memories, great food, great people, nothing but vibes. And I am a carnival junkie, and I would definitely say that this was one of the top carnivals I've attended. I would say you have to go and experience it, because us just telling you about this or you seeing pictures about it doesn't really do it justice, because it's like just being out there with the locals and just like experiencing the cuisine, just like talking to them and like seeing how they live versus how we live. You know, it's just like somebody said, like we immersed all the culture together.
All you need for do now for go na dem website wey na www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Scroll down and select the cotton tree package wey na the festival only package. Scroll down and see all wetin dey per this package, then pick between 3 and 8 months. If you pick the 8-month plan, click add to cart, then you go see say na just $72 deposit no more you need for put down. After that, click proceed to check, when na there you go put all your information and agree to all the terms and conditions. Then select your payment type. So you just sit down now and wait for the festival Ladida this December. Back up, we move.
All right, that Africa Caribbean, the show where they come from the 28th of December to the 2nd of January 2020, from 2023, 28th of December to 2024, 2nd of January, then the capital means Freetown. But let me go back, so on 10 day, if I let me the reverse remind them into certain things them where we be don't deal with now. So before, if I let we just go there back and say I been Talek, we don't see affidavits, they don't swear affidavits, we don't see other documents them we don't come out from court, where basically they show we certain things them. But before that one day, let me go back. One time we use one particular interview we come out from Epic Radio, now this platform with Peter Conte. Let me just remind on waiting Peter Conte be. So we come back just now.
So that's all I've done so far.
And that awareness day, what is that awareness really pointing at?
Well, the awareness is simple. I tell them, say, there's currently an injunction where affect the de facto leader of the APC, Dr. Samura Kamara. There's also an injunction where affect the de facto chairman, Mikhailo Mansare. And it affects a lot of the other national executives. Because we get three things where they go on. We get that particular lawsuit, we injunct with 37 defendants, 36 of them, excluding the ITGC. We make it 37. So apart from the ITGC, amongst the other 36, one panel Dr. Samura Kamara, the other one Dr. Mikhailo Mansare, I believe say the by Mahmoud and others, the all in that list. So with that said, not to ECSL or any institution for ignore. So that's all I did. I don't file no petition. I want to let people know that.
And
I just write to ECSL, say the people who want to deal with, mind you, then get case them where we know conclude yet.
And because you are pointing that out, waiting really you the hope for achieve by doing that?
Just bring awareness, because down the road, let nobody know go say we not be no. Even though ignorance of the law is no excuse, but at the same time, when you point them out, it's on record that have the rights to the ECSL and say the people who they deal with the route who they go, something they were not correct.
And but so far, I know say before the convention there were several injunctions which eventually they don't go. You party don't go convention. They don't sort all of those minor details out. You feel say you have any strong case here?
Well, the convention go according to the law. We need to understand. One of the problems of this country is lawlessness. You understand? So we not go according to the basic law. The courts don't give judgment, and we get lawyers, now APC, we then can refer to as the APC lawyers. We themselves get the necessary tenureship. So therefore understand, say, okay, waiting to happen, they are not right. But at the end of the day, then go. So I know say people, they say, oh, we can come to file petition. And all we know say, I don't file no petition. May not say, this are like pieces. We then can say, if you put pieces inside water, or somebody will put the pieces, not when they get it, but name that one will go pull them. This particular pieces has been carefully placed. Okay? We all know say the people who will put these pieces inside the water, then they. So let them go there, let them go pull them.
At some point, if ECSL and PPRC not take note of what you highlight, so is there a next step you are looking at?
No, like I say, now they put these pieces. If they not take note, then get reason why they not take note. And I believe say and get plan where me no know. So let them deal with it. At the end of the day, I've done what it is. We get active case. We know say the convention and McKinney be illegal. We know say everything what they do illegal. I think now on that premise, the ECSL gave what you call a provisional candidacy or nomination to the APC. So things in the way not clear. But like I said, these pieces was carefully placed inside this water. And against all odds, first time in the history, an injuncted person, the leader of a political party, and the chairman also is injuncted, and a whole lot of things. So me sit there at the watch as this day unfold. I'm couched.
And lastly, I mean, in you as a member of the APC, what do you really want? I make you party contest in this election, or what? What's the end game for you?
Well, we're going to put Sierra Leone first. Nine Boko people they fail for do. This party, it's a nasty way. Nine damage your country. So. Okay, me na APC, yes. But I not go see a gang of thieves. They try for gang up back for can ruin things. They use the same mindset to get you into trouble, for get out of trouble, So, yes, me na APC, guaranteed. APC, I'm ready for it, but salon first. Whatever good for this country, I not think to overlook left, look right.
Okay.
I'm not a campaign for any alternative. I'm just saying we for look for the country first. This group where they call them the Team A. Okay? And it's not APC. The real APC in other thing for the C right now.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
All right, so when I don't take note of certain things then. Then we don't talk about them. We just make when I reflect back, also we don't come out. And we don't analyze several things them where we don't foresee. And some of them things that way they come up, so now we don't see them. I know plenty of una always get one word say, low focus on the ball, low this, low that. Every other issue where they come up na issue. Every other issue. Every issue where they come up na issue. So we get for handle them with every attention. Yeah. You like how small that issue they be. Some people even refer to this as nonsense. Some people refer to this as, now all of them things they are put together, it gets legal implication. It gets implication. It gets real implication for the election. But the question is, if this get for lead to something, what the people of Salon go do, then we get for sit down and watch, or then get go for take up the streets, for do certain things that we don't know. We actually don't know. But honestly, something they come very, very, very hard ahead of way. Something they ahead of way where we not able to understand yet. If you look, now this thing can tell you most of the time when you walk, you do inside some side with somebody. You get for fear that person there, especially when you try for put all your best and then that person there, you see like they draw foot, you see them backward, they behind you, jog the shadow and other things. Then be very careful. The one the way we don't see so today, not people in this way, it don't tell you read the names them. But yesterday, we been get people away bash at we seriously come back at we because of something where we play now. And waiting at this thing, it basically get for do it, this this video where Sulaiman Stomkuma do, where most people no want for Yeri. In fact, they say, no, Dan, they not it don't make any sense. That's not the exact word way some of them use. So let me just go back and listen, because exactly what we play yesterday, where these journalists talk about, now we don't see so today. And interestingly, they pulled this still like 3 days ago, and then we play yesterday, and then yesterday even time, now this petition, come up. Well, not a petition actually. I can't tell you now waiting this day, but and waiting it gets for me, yeah. Let me go first and listen again to this video from this journalist.
Hello and welcome to Civilian in 3 minutes with me, Sulaiman Stomkoma. Well, a source close to, Lockhart don't intimate me say, of course, people and then now they try for file a protest against Dr. Samura Kamara for in presidential candidacy, where of course in the contest under the All People's Congress. Remember, say after the nomination sent, they don't do them for presidential candidates, then get for Gazetta, and during that period, the people will object or we get reasons why certain people not for contest as president, then go now write about that or complain about that, and the Supreme Court go sit down and make a decision as to whether that person they get right for contest or not. So what waiting, are the year and the information where they get now that there are already people, about 2 people, and we don't write against Samura Kamara say eligible for contest as president under the APC because of in current court case. So that is what you need to know. A source close to court don't intimate me say there are people right now we of course don't write for make them go na Supreme Court for protest against Samura Kamara and not for team up as flag bearer of the APC. So like I say after we they don't do the nominations, then they gazette them, and during the process of gazetting or during the period of gazetting, everybody any Sierra Leonean can object or protest against somebody with them think say not eligible for team up as a presidential candidate for party, and then he go file an court, and court go sit down and look at her. If of course and if not say yes the person not eligible, then they can cancel the person in a nomination for contest as a president. So waiting I don't get from a source now that people already don't file papers ready for file against Dr. Samura Kamara for say not eligible for contest for the 2023 elections because of incurrent court case. Because he get court case, not eligible for team up as a flag bearer contender for the presidency under the All People's Congress. But let me see what's in the happen. The thing that again, me source further intimate me say the people still up and consider now. Then they consider whether they for finally make this decision for a protest against the candidacy of Dr. Samura, or then go left and let it happen. So, but that is what you need to know. There are already people really object to the presidential candidacy of Dr. Samura Kamara, and they say then go.
All right, so you can follow Sulaiman Stomkoma on TikTok. Account name now at storm STOM.Koma, yeah, KOROMA. Then you can follow and get more information about things them we they come up with. Sometimes then we no need for underestimate any information. Outside information come important. Now waiting at the action behind the information and very much important. And at that day we very much concerned about. For any other day where we hear information or we see something, we not care about who, we care about what. Yeah, what thing will be the implication? Who side will lead on? What thing you get for happen? Now, very much important to we when we pass information. Yeah. Now, in the case of would I give this guy information? Not important in this case. Not important at all. The bottom line now, it try very best. It pull the information before the information they come out. Where we all the same. So now we're very cool, and that now the work we all want for the do at every point in time. You bring the information out. Would I get for take action? They take action. But if you watch the reggae, the thing where Alfred talk, the thing where don't they come up so difference not there at all. Difference not there. Alfred say not petition. And indeed, this thing has not a petition. That make us very clear. Not a petition at all. Rather, then say, then they go to court. Then just one for no. If the certain things them they where they inside the constitution, where get for do with the commission of inquiry, where get for do with, how they call this thing again? The ITIEM waiting that body where conduct or where hold or where make or where team up before the convention where APCB hold na McKinney. So then two guys they are. ALIMAMMY COLESON TURAY waiting at the back, and Paul Kamara waiting at the front with the sign like this. These are the two guys then we actually don't go na court, for go see out best. Then he able for ask for interpretation from the Supreme Court. So if we talk now, say the interpretation from the Supreme Court, we basically they talk about Supreme Court, how they call them, when are them they interpret laws them, now then they interpret things them. So if you watch now, waiting we do deliberately, you see the Supreme Court judges them, they behind, and then you get the three guys them with them before. Samura Kamara, Paul Kamara, and then ALIMAMMY COLESON TURAY. These are the three guys them. And interestingly, Samura Kamara, they part of the one them way, now the defendant, as they pull them. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me can go inside the document and we come out from court. I think say this one at this particular point very, very much important for we able to get a better idea of waiting this document and debate. Why at all then say case day? Yeah, case day or case no day. So first, this now waiting Joseph, Fitzgerald Kamara been say, on in Twitter page. Let me just get some comments in them first, yeah, before ever we go into the document. So Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, where now one of APC the lawyer, this now exactly what he say. He said then don't receive one a motion where they filed na the Supreme Court. Well, according to I say purportedly objecting. In other words, it try for say this document they allege or then they claim say they don't make objection against the APC presidential candidate when Dr. Samura Kamara. He say in don't review the document and in don't and they go and then go make sure say the response where they don't get and go send them go accordingly back na the court then. And by law they say the nomination remain unaffected. In other words, by law, the nomination of Dr. Samura Kamara is still stand. Nothing unbug the nomination because by law it still stand. And he continue for say the mischief in the sense of the candle. Then in other words, he say a lot of people they want to play some kind of games right now with regards, the nomination process. That basically this guy for say. So because na legal matter, Joseph no want for say anything to anybody. Because I think it just don't speak. He always believe for talk now in Twitter page rather than talk to journalists or give interview or whatever. Anything where he feels say he want for talk, he come straight in Twitter page and talk because in the deal with the elites them. So if people in the way they read and write, they can go back to the page and then take them and then can interpret them for people. So a lot of people let me get concerned, and I see one other thing. Where I see again, for me, I think say it makes sense. This one come up from Vicky Remo. Yes, Vicky Remo writes something where again on this same thing where we talk about. So let us see exactly what Vicky say. Where I think say it make a whole lot of sense. Vicky, he retweet what in Sierra I say. So I will basically go on the two things then before I go to the document we come on a court. This now what Vicky Remo say. He say if you don't want election, do I wanna tell we. Yeah, if you don't want election, we talk am. He say very simple. He say all this now waste of money and waste of time, and it gets implication on the economy. And for we want for do business. Basically, what this they mean, if anything ever happen just now, then when they do business people them, it will get for tell on them. It get for mean say plenty things that when they don't put in place, get for cancel. And then they get for spend another money again tomorrow for do thing. So this is basically what it is for. So why he say this? Why it come up? Sarah I write this. He said the former sports minister Paul M. Kamara and the former deputy ambassador to the United States of America, Reverend ALIMAMMY COLESON, TURAY, then say they file petition. Well, we can watch if na petition. Now the Supreme Court. I'm not sure na petition. I think the word petition not come at all. We will get for look into dictionary and see what in petition or objection now the same things. Then the object petition. Okay. All right. So then say they file petition at the Supreme Court. Then say they seek clarification. So now we don't begin see. Then the time for seek clarification on 3 questions regarding the candidacy of Dr. Samura Kamara, the presidential candidate of the opposition. Yeah, this is the way to make Vicky Remo come out and talk this. So what we do now, we can try for see if we can go directly inside this particular document for let we see exactly what's in there inside the document there. So we come out today, yeah. So what we do, let me first go and see this first document. I want for let we look at the originating notice of motion before we come to the thing we then say the affidavit, yeah. We'll come back and watch the affidavit and see what's in this. So let's first go into this particular document where they say the originating motion. So let we go. Today, I actually they presenting that to now, and I ask una for come inside and let we talk about this boku one. I need for you a lot of views them on this. So share this to other people them and let we able for see how best we can for discuss this thing. Share a lot of people and come inside and do other come in. Listen so then go able for being the own points inside. So this are the documents where day before court. They say in the Supreme Court of Sierra Leone Civil Division, in the matter of an application for construction, interpretation, and determination. In other words, then be this thing safe for let them make them fine one, let everybody understand, let them interpret them, let them interpret. In other words, the law. Okay, the law look. We don't know what in this the words that mean. We don't know what in this particular a paragraph or this particular verse or how you call a number now. What it mean? We don't know. We need enough interpret them, and at the same time, we need una for determine. When not interpretation, and I give you what in this mean. How it will get for determine the faith of the presidential candidates of the APC. And then they do this according to section 35(4) and 76(1)(d) of the National Constitution of the Sierra Leone 1991 Act of number 6 of 1991. Say this is the matter where they between the nomination, the matter of the nomination of the candidacy. In other words, for sake of the nomination where Samura Kamara don't do, they don't file up a matter against them, the third respondent. Samura Kamara is the third respondent, and then you get now the electoral commission. Yeah, saying I ain't go do the nomination. So let we go. Who are the people that will send this case gonna court? This now matter between the first applicant, the second applicant, and then you get a respondent 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first and second, the first one, the one where they before, we had the 8-man for this case here, so now Paul Kamara. Paul Kamara, in they say tap number 25 per by Roll Freeton. But waiting, basically, I think this not today he actually tap. This not the side this way in office been there. He get one paper where they call for the people. Yeah. But anyway, if not they na address, that's what they say. They say Reverend ALIMAMMY COLESON TURAY. In tap number 74 Melon Street, Wellington, this not be honorable for that area day, some people them, certain time then you get for look at some things them. Some of them people here when they put some they really not love even the community where then they because we see they tell them be honorable member, especially this reverend, how we been talking in community. It be always they try for use the media for get name but the community not be like, and that is why if you want to play with the media and then the community now then they vote, this is not exactly how this election are like. If you feel say that propaganda to go with, that not for COLESON TURAY in the time we've been being member of parliament, use few things them, the south side been there, you see the reality there, they up that hill path, yeah. The road is not motorable at all. It dig, it rubbish. Even say if we want for go, they pass in Mutka, they repair every week. But nevertheless, it not take any concern. So at the end of the day, this is how the election tally. then the thing where they portray na the media and the thing where they happen na they go na two different things. So this na the second, defendant this, where we dey see. And because of waiting they happen at the reality and waiting in the portray na the media na two different things, the people them vote them out. They not vote her in for like get symbol and they lost. But because and it's like Kumana person will be get good at where he lost the symbol, he get make a deputy, ambassador. This study, I just given a background about this person. And then of course, Paul Kamara again, a person this way be the first and it's by Kumara do and Kanye Aram, and they make an minister of sport at one point in time. And we see everything they happen. He wants the flag bearer position for several, term. The 2017 and even this time around, they be one time. But nevertheless, they not get him. So we don't see waiting they happen. And this thing where you see them they do so now exactly waiting Peter Conte project, what he talk about, now and then they respond to so now. So now we don't begin to say, not to Peter Conte no more be depend this fight. You begin other people them will benefit significantly from the party and from Ernest Microma when at them they try for finger the party. Now we don't begin to see them. Because Peter, he don't tell me say not they make petition or but then they ask. But now in the case of this, Peter you not come up with. Now then two people there. Now now say that Peter in case they don't take for continuation. Peter Conte in case they take as continuation now. And now then don't come and add more beef to waiting Peter Conte in one saying Peter Conte in beef don't begin the wither. So then don't they come now and can put ice on the beef. For let the beef come up again 5-1. Which I mean the case where don't begin go down. Where the other day, we been talking now and say I think one of the campaign member them say the case don't die naturally and better no did it. But now, then don't come now and tell them say now, especially from the tell them in the UK, they don't come and tell them say now, no, we got eyes for making the beef not well. So they don't ginger them up again. And now it don't be another big thing again. So who that then send going to court? Or who that then they say the need for waiting against. Then the Chief Electoral Commissioner when Indian OA Drive in office. You get again the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. So they send the Chief Electoral Commission when Mohamed Kone, then the first respondent. They as well send the Electoral Commission when the second respondent. They as well send Dr. Samura Kamara when the third respondent. And then send APC. So now waiting and do. You remember say the last time when they file petition na court to Justice Anna Boni, they may find loophole, they may find way out for escape. Say okay, now ITGC then say no for conduct. So then can it TM for do the election. So now in this case, then handle Mohamed Kone when at the head man. In case of Mohamed Kone not there, they're able to handle the Electoral Commission. Okay, so no way not do the balance. So now, what they do? They handle Samura Kamara. In case of Samura Kamara, they handle APC. So now you begin for say these people really not the election they don't want make APC take part. Because even if them handle Samura Kamara the puller, then APC will still remain. So it's like now the election really they don't want to let it happen. And remember, things them in the way I want to reflect your mind on again. Long time ago, how you call this lady? Fatima Marabio, Jabi Marabio, we come and tell we say, a man sabi deal with APC. 1. It tell we say, a man they go unopposed. 3. It tell we say, the case where hang by APC, it not begin itself. So let them go and waiting. The case we get for come up in the big pass the way and then we go. So when I see this thing, I begin for the thing. The word of Fatima, the ring bell na me the ring bell na me for say all of them people here, so then they use them against the young party where they don't benefit for, when now they need for redeem the people. So you see yesterday what they tell us say, I don't care about any politician. I just care about the people. Because I know say they all not the same selfish human being them. But most of una left for cover them. Now make them they misuse una back. But then they play with una feeling them like toy. Now in this they happen so. So now going forward, they say originating notice of motion. Basically, they say take notice that the honorable court sitting at law courts, basically, and this now the courts, they say free time, now go to the second page, now you look at the juice inside the whole thing. Yeah. The second page say, thereafter, as counsel may be heard of the hearing of an application, for and on behalf of the applicant, hearing on the following questions for interpretation. So basically, as una don hear already, this na thing where them put before the court for lay the answer to them question there. So basically, the question them now for let them go able for interpret waiting there and they mean, let them determine waiting it will get for lead to again. Simple as that. Okay. So now let me go again to the next step to number 1 point inside this particular document where we basically the CISO. Number 1, they say whether or not. In other words, then they try for ask say we want for know if for B or enough for B. For say the Transitional Interim Independent Election Management Committee, where they be say TIEMS or TIEM, I don't know how they pronounce it, TIEM. If he get the legal mandate, the legal right, if in other words, if the law give them the right, if the law give them the power for make them conduct national delegate conference, where they be all na McKinney from the 17th to the 18th and 19th of February 2023 by the first respondent therein, notwithstanding a perpetual injunction. So in other words, then the try for say they want for know whether TM when are the body where we go conduct the election day, if he get the power by law for conduct election or convention for the APC party. Who side the fourth respondent when are the APC? So you waiting at the talk, eh? The third respondent are Samura, the fourth respondent are APC. Who side the fourth respondent when are APC be all convention? Yeah, so they say they want for no. Yeah, as they say, then be same way so get the fourth respondent, then be restrain them for let them not take part, for let them not put themselves, or let them not take part in any of the function them, where they go on, especially inside the APC. As they say, this in an insider convention day, then be end up for get the third respondent as presidential candidate for the forthcoming June 24th election. So in other words, and it's therefore ask TM this body will all live election. Let me get right for do that day. Remember, you don't tell Peter Conte they talk about this. So let me get right for do that day. Secondly, APC, where they go in Holland, then we get injunction. Then we get right at all. So the need for them to interpret that particular thing there. Alright? Usai na then go pick Dr. Samura Kamara for able to be the presidential candidate, for the APC. Okay? Let's see what it is, presidential candidate for the forthcoming June 24th presidential election as opposed to the interim transitional governance committee. So in other words, then the try for say then go and do some things them where according to waiting it's not supposed to be because the interim committee when at the body where they same way so get the right for do so it will get some kind of issues them, yeah. And the judgment earlier conducted, they said. So basically, in the beginning, ITGs never be done conduct them, but at some point they say no. Now because of injunction and whatever, that this thing go on and conduct. So they need interpretation. It's very simple, eh? They need interpretation for let them go for no who side the power come out for make them do kind thing like that. So number 2 inside this thing, then say whether or not the findings of the Commission of Inquiry on account of adverse findings of dishonesty against the third respondent herein ought to have been taken into consideration by the legislature. So in other words, then the try for say, okay, number 2, we the try for ask whether or not that thing where we come out from the Commission of Inquiry, who said them if not say Samura Kamara deceive in how I call them in principle according to how the ACC. Remember, I said this case then a court to is still in a court, and the court, I don't understand something in there. This draw. I think then they after something because the court decided on this case and the court don't adjourn for some time after the election. So I don't know. It's and I've been telling you this one time say, especially with Peter Yonkabo, I tell you say for let the government get good name, then strategize say okay Fisher let them not tell for say now you they hold on this man for let not take part adjourn your case take go after the election and then we dey use other branch for able for attack am again. That's exactly what happened. So Fisher do exactly that. He adjourned the case till after the election. So other people, yeah, Samura. Then the boop, Peter and his squad then come up with another one, supported by the same government. That is why if you watch technically, ECSL form, then beats gone. Then no say this thing they come up. So that is why if you watch what thing they use, they watch say I actually don't forget the actual word they use. You know, in the case of us that they use say accept the nomination. This one they say waiting. I actually don't forget. When I help me the word where they be used. Yeah, when they say accept nomination for SLPP and all the other one them, and Samura Kamara, they not say accept nomination. Please help me with the word quick. And they not say accept at all. Actually, because of the thing don't jump my head. You know, they not say accept nomination. Yes, they say provisional. Thank you very much. They say provisional. So then it's gone. Now the game plan like this. ECSL know exactly what's in there after. That is why they sit down at the one bowl for it. They know exactly what's in there happen. The court, the ECSL, the PPRC, they all know exactly, including the SLPP, where they them all belongs. Yeah, they know exactly what's in the apple, and they know exactly. So now you get inside the APC, they mold them. The dangerous motorman. That is why I always tell them, I say, I love Alpha Khan and I love Victor Fo. Because then don't come out. They know they don't come out. But the one they were left inside are the dangerous pass the one in there. A lot of students, they pay attention to them. Not to them, they don't get problem for me. They all strategize, but the one they were the inside. Now, like when I no go person no go sit down no get something inside. If person no pull something away the car every day, or me not pull me on top common on street. So you understand? So now the same thing like this. The one that were the inside as a mole, now they're very, very much dangerous. So this is exactly. So ECSL then beats gone. We don't tell una say then they after something, but we not be no say this they can. And we be tell una say that 10 day. This provisional means say objection can come up. So from even the time where Peter can tell us say, hey, una get for be careful. Una not underestimate the word of Peter, but most of una be the laugh. Peter na this, Peter na that. Una not underestimate. When Peter they talk, when Peter they do, he know exactly what they do. Because he knows he get the backup. He get the support of the one they within a power. Because now exactly that they want. Moving forward. The presidential candidate. Okay. So going now to the next one. They say this man, the electoral commission need for look into that thing and they need for consider because Samura Kamara get case where they say it deceive. In the case of the culture, yeah, with what they call dishonesty. They say if they not think say they for look into that kind of things then they. The electoral commission, if you not for look into that kind of thing, especially in the nomination of this particular person, you know, when they take part of the presidential election, as they say, they find it, they uphold them, or by the court of appeal of Sierra Leone with a third said respondent currently standing. So basically, then they say, okay, this man, because of this dishonesty, is basically the trial right now because of he faced what they call criminal trial. We involve fraud now the High Court of Salon. So this is not exactly what they say. This now remember them if their own party. SLPP not to them own. SLPP, they behind the scene, they do the things. Now they use self people them, we don't benefit from them. Now them all just they do them things there. Now them, you know, we now like the alpha side of thing. Where alpha side we don't talk a lot of things that we see right now. Now the same thing this right now. Now, inside their own party, they said they affect themselves. You know, I honestly, one time they talk to somebody, after I talk to the somebody, don't what I want me eye. When I don't talk to the person, don't what I want me eye. That is why yesterday, I vex Pancheri no bar, Cherry Coco. Cherry Coco na seasoned lawyer, if you don't know. Seasoned lawyer. And na senior member of parliament. We don't spend big time in parliament. It don't raise to the second highest position in parliament as the deputy speaker in parliament. What in there inside the country check you no go understand? Nothing. Seasoned lawyer. At some point, I think I be the lawyer for Africa Mini at some point. seasoned lawyer. Big time. So I talk to this person. When I don't talk to them, I be man until we talk done. Then when I talk done, what I want me, you know why? Because you get some few people inside the party were honest about what in them they after and how they determine for liberate the people, including Samura. But you get few inside the party, yeah, were very much nasty. Very, very much nasty. Few inside the party. And you know, then they sit down, so then they see things them, but like I don't care. And then you get the other one them, where you know, like football match this, where Peter in first team will come, where they play, they not succeed the second leg, other one they don't carry inside Paul, Kamara, COLESON, TURAY, and other one they self they BNO, where then they watch. Then they na bench. So Peter they don't play, they don't go BN. Now the same match they continue, but now the coachy don't change, and then they don't bring out a player inside. Peter they don't go, so don't be inside. But at the same game they play, the same. And who done the coaching this place? SLPP, Fatima and the man, and in team, and then they coach the team. They know exactly how the game they play. I didn't get the technical team and all. That is why you see every day in the table and say the 39 tactics, the 99 tactics of APC don't fail. They know exactly what they need to do. Let me move to the next point. Wait, now point number 3 inside this particular thing. So point number 3 inside this, they say that the honorable court construct, interpret, and determine the legibility of the candidacy of the third respondent. In other words, and therefore say, okay, because of all them two things they are wouldn't put so. Now we want the court for let it watch out them things they are fine, put them fine in straight order. Ben no for the day. Let it una interpret them and let una determine whether the nomination where Samura Kamara go do, if he get right, if by law, if we go through that process day, when they say pursuant to section 35(4) of the 1991 Constitution, we say no political party shall have a leader or person who is not qualified to be elected as a member of parliament under section 76(1) D of the said national constitution, that no person shall be qualified as a member of parliament if he has been convicted of fraud or dishonesty, or the premise of the findings of the Commission of Inquiry on dishonesty against the said fraud. So in other words, if they use something here, well, we'll get for watch how this particular thing they go. One word they way I see will make me article small. It say convicted. Well, then in a court, you not be convicted. You not being convicted. So and then say before the law, all man they become innocent until they find them guilty. So no way, no they way in a convict. No way, no they way in a convict at this point. It in a court and they don't adjourn the case. So if you read through this number 3, I think just that one great word, because me not a lawyer, but technical point thinking they inside the constitution. And no way, no the way they don't ban them, say enough for become, or for say not eligible for become member of parliament. No. Because in not to convict, so he still get a right for contest as member of parliament. And we means he get a right for contest as, presidential, for be president as well. Because of this word, now read that straight one in Korea alone in English. They say that the honorable court construct, interpret, and determine the eligibility of the candidacy of the third respondent pursuant to section 35(4) of the National Constitution of Sierra Leone, that no political party shall have a leader person who is not qualified to be elected. You see, yes, that are the two parts of as member of parliament. So in that section, and then continue for say the national constitution. Same way, so say no person shall be qualified as a member of parliament if he has been convicted of fraud or dishonesty. You know the word convicted. Now they middle all now. Because no way, no the way they tell you say someone a convict. I think now that's what the case just sit on now. Now here they can say they get what they call technical knockout. I don't know, I might not right, I might not be, legal-minded somebody, but from your idle brain, I see this word, and I hold am with two hands. Samura Kamara not to convict. Samura Kamara, the face trial, yes, but not to convict. In the case of Usai, they find her not guilty. So, he not to convict at all. It is on trial. So, now they are all. Now they me all. And all of this, now they are all the points. Samura not to convict. It is on trial. So, you see? It not to convict. A day on trial. I get the point? So, then they use the word dishonesty. Then you begin to ask yourself a question. Who that dishonest reach Madabio? Where it's very obvious that Madabio then go, he say he go on medical, he go honeymoon. He say he go spend some money, then he not spend the money. Rather, he bring false receipts. He then an audit report. ACC get the case. Tell now ACC not call that case there up. Tell now ACC not come. So, if we talk about that one day, let we go again into the audit report and somebody else, we get the mind, self get the right, na salon people them, for petition Madabio for the audit report of that fraud and fraudulent thing. That dishonesty as well that one day. Because in evidence then they to effect. Evidence they to effect. Yes, evidence they to effect. For sure exactly what we talk about. It's very clear. It's very clean. So, you begin to ask yourself question now. Who is more dishonest in this case? Who that? Who that really dishonest person company? That day, then they allege. Then they put some kata on top of him. Where nobody know able to find him yet. Say, he guilty of that particular thing day. Nobody. But in the case of this, when the other part, nobody know as well. No agree. Nobody no agree. For call on that case day. ACC yeah, the case, but then tell we play one say, if you expect for them they run after, but then we don't fail. But yeah, now the case where they run after somebody else. Now, then they say convict, no convict. I'm not sure if waiting, they even sure of waiting they talk about. Now like the issue we been go before Justice Anaboni. Now the same thing we don't see so bad. But this now exactly what time they try for talk about the audit report and that of Madabio. When you begin, don't begin thief small one at us. No go say small. If you not pull on para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor us. The time when Madabio and Uma then begin say then the thief. In party picking them, they come up and say, no, now because they not let come. Right now, it don't go put we country for embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say Madabio go na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It come with false receipts. Then Auditor General go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, Madabio get that na so they not pay we at all. Whose kind of embarrassment we pass that one day? So for say the image all where he say it dey clean internationally. Now for put we on this kind of embarrassment where we don't ever get. Now the first time this now the history of the country. For the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they watch right now. This is shameful. When you begin, don't begin thief small one. So this now basically something we've been do with regards the audit reports long time ago. If they talk about dishonesty, if you see the text them, we've been just the type of quotes sat inside them, inside the audit report. We've been see, a lot of things them we've been come up. Yeah. So why salon people them? None of una. Instead, una depend faith una self. Why nobody no ever come up with the issue of Madabio? Why? Now the right term is because Madabio by law at this particular time, not to that kind of president, where you will say the blanket the covenant to that kind of waiting. So you for the ask question now say why the ACC not call on Madabio then? Till now, not even one crack coach they not call. Say can answer one. Even where at some point inside the audit report, the scope, don't tell we say he not do anything without the idea of murder bill. He tell we that one they inside the audit report. When you begin, don't begin thief small one at us. No go back no say small. If you not pull am para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor house. The time when mother bill and woman then begin say them the thief. In party picking them they come up and say no, now because they not like am. Right now, it don't go put we country for embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say mother bill go na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for. Okay, so if didn't at the screen, let's just read something if I can able for see at all, yeah. They say we however conclude this not the auditor general, you know, with the can quote so now. He say we however conclude that one of the retirement receipts of 156,114.73 cents for hotel accommodation. This outside we circle so yeah. For hotel accommodation dated 18th September 2021 was marred by discrepancies, inaccuracies, and inconsistencies. It was also disputed by the concerned third party. In other words, what I mean? The receipt where first of all, a matter in team can give. The receipt is not match up. It get mixed up, box up. What you go see here, if the date, the activity will be inside 2019, the date will come when they go there at the receipt at 2020, and the amount will different from this will different. So you know waiting. And then when audit service take this receipt and can go to the third party when are the people that we get a hotel and say, we get this receipt where we look into, una can identify this receipt and say, no, this receipt not we receipt this. We not issue this kind of receipt for this amount. And apart from that, then people that will be in camp so them, they can't spend so them now. They get debts now. So they not even pay we. How on earth they go give us this receipt? Not so we give them this receipt. So this kind of big case, might be able to tell we every day say it is kind for clean the image of the country, but at the same time they smell the image of the country outside. Because how on earth a whole presidency, where they say presidency, office of the president, they go falsify, fraud people and back. So this is what they say. They say they dispute them, and the matter still, amounts to the 156 unresolved. And then say this is basically what we been the try for put. What have been trying for portray inside this thing. Now we get a replay of them again. The country by embarrassment internationally. You know who believe say mother be na people country. It come lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It come with false receipts. Then auditor general go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, mother be get that na so they not pay we at all. Those kind of embarrassment we pass that one day. So for say the image all when he say it clean internationally. Now for put we on this kind of embarrassment we not ever get. Now the first time this now the history of the country for the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful not to the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they watch right now. This is shameful. So basically, you ask now a question. What on matter be in this talk here? Because if with the court now, certain clause them, certain constitutional, chapter or section them, then we get for look at all of the other presidential candidates. Why matter be they not charger? They're not petitioner for dishonesty. Why? One thing we know, if matter be and not been there by this receipt. By now, ACC for don't catch people them. But I want to be confident for telling us, say, with all within I know, say, they not call one cockroach itself. Now, 2-3 years they come so. Nobody they not call. Let me take for example, Usai Madabio, this na in office. Now in office, if Madabio not be nobody's, then somebody under in office can do this thing. If I be made in charge, because he say, you can't put me office per alaki. You can't put me name per smell. But because he handed it, so he ordered the ACC not for one after nobody in the office, and then himself not instruct anybody for go on and answer to question. You know what technically, but it's me inside the team. Amina the old money. If Amina no eat money, na me eat money. But Amina go simple come and say, no, not on me, oh, na this man. And then anti-corruption go there after him. But if me no say na me and Amina eat the money, but Amina no go talk nothing, me say no go talk, na go just the watch yourself. Now in the case of this one what they talk about so. So if we talk about dishonesty, criminal activity, this self na him. Why not this and why na one? Let we get fair playing ground for all electoral candidates. But now, they say, and where we be here, they say, if us not sell you, street not they buy you. So it's very simple. For say, now us they sell Samura Kamara right now. And now, the streets when are SLPP, they buy. The streets when are the court, they buy. Because the court not they can meet APC say, na this one. Now the APC they go meet the court, say, na this. Even when the court wants the case, but they know they ever see court go say, I want this case. No? Now people then go meet them. Now in the case of this. So going back to the issue where we be talk about, let me go back to this document. So they say they want for later look into that because anybody when a convict not for contest any election. But the good thing in this case, Samura Kamara, according to law, not a convict. And then if I can use me layman point for analyze something, the reason why TEIMC go on and hold the convention because Justice Anaboni when at the same court. And if you be listening, details then day, a video then day, recording then day, where LCAS, when the public man tell we say, and then they speak for the court tell we say, the latest injunction, they supersede the old injunction. In other words, people may ask say, but we get one injunction when a fish agi, why court for go give other man? He come out and say, the injunction where the last give, now get trained past the old one, it is supersede. So Anaboni in be supersede the last one. So Anaboni begin instruction for let the TII, I don't know how they call them. Let it go on and all this particular election, this TIIEMC, for let it go on and all the convention. So that he give them the right. So you begin to wonder now, application, no. But I want to tell you something. Except otherwise, la ali una fear. The election they go on in Samura Kamara, they take part in the election. This is not a case. Because no way the court will ever try for put injunction on Samura Kamara and postpone this thing. No way. If the court dare try, let's tell you something. I don't like to talk about something. But if the court dare try that thing, then we know say they not like peace in the country. No way it will ever happen. This case they can quick one and daughter. Samura Kamara contest in the election. I know what's in the plan. It's like my uncle fear the election because he know in chances of winning the election don't narrow. So he fear. Let me go to number 4. Then say that the cost of this application be borne by the respondents. Can you imagine? They want to say after they don't go to court. Whatever the cost get for be that the respondents are for pay. And any other or further order that this honorable court may deem fit and just. Can you imagine? You get people that we don't really mean good. You get people who really know they mean good. By now the things say APC for the thing, why can talk this word? Una the vex. Say, not for the talk how we complicate with the mix up people. I not the listen to person himself. Because inside the same people, APC, now they swear one them pack. Inside the same APC. Now they swear one them boku. Now the same one. Now they sell una self. Honestly, if not all the way how people they suffer in the country, the way how this government they deal with people they kill people and other things I'm not sure say hard for the state don't do them things there. For just they support Madabio. Because inside APC, then beaucoup de back. The few we get brain, we get the heart of the country, then they discourage them. But I want to tell Una something. Samura Kamara. I don't know if you listen me. Or I don't know who that sabi you where they listen right now. But I'll tell you something. I'll give you an example first. When man and woman they married, from that net where then they say bachelor's eve, where then they married. Now that time the man, they see woman, we fine passing your woman. Now that time all kind of temptation they come away. But you as the man can forget one focus. Say, I love my wife fine, and I go on with that. I go on with this thing. And they say all kind of thing they come on. In fact, you go watch them say the circle, the one that they call the chief, we're supposed for chief UF. If you watch something they then go find self pass UF. Where if you not take time, you go involve. So you get for focus. And not say even inside your team, you get people where they stress you, where they discourage you. But they can say, nothing other way mortal man they gets in this world, where another strain. You get for strain, you get for get the pain before you get the gain. You the strain, you get the pain before you get the gain. You be done strain in 2018. Now you dey get the pain. Okay, the gain not that far from you. So get focus. Just be steadfast. Not allow anything, not allow any situation or circumstance for overcloud your feelings. Hey, that you face. Keep them straight. Just go on, the smile. Keep the smile. I want you to copy the style of Mayo. With all the kind thing them, like me brother can praise the Mayo, say, it's still the smile. Smile. You know, one gospel song, the way they say, I smile. Please, now go on now and watch a song there. Where they say smile. Even when the things that the storm, they come and say, I smile. Even when the pain, they come and say, I smile. Even when you get people the way they come for betray you, you smile. You see something. I see one video I watch. Two ladies them, they pass. The other one, they pass with him boyfriend. For nothing, no, this other one can jam me, come in, boop. He jam him. And boyfriend one first for night in left arm. Then what he do? He later turn. He go back, meet the one way jam him. He hug him and say I love you. Then the conscience give for damn him now. In conscience. The one after and after go say sorry to him. So even if you get a storm, if you get a heat, even if you get the tribulation, if you get people where they dig hole for you, just smile. Not allow any of them problem for overcloud. You get focused. Just smile. Smile. The lights. Very, very bright at the end of the tunnel. Just smile. Smile, bro. Smile. You know, I love something about you when you take correction. I love something about you when you listen people. Just smile. Okay? All of what you see around, so just say the test of time. Just smile. Nothing where they come, you know, they get temptation or stress. Just smile. Come on, just smile, smile. Keep smiling. It will be okay. Alright? Now that's no me to tell you. You know, sometimes in the way we can studio here, and this to go to everybody. What would this studio here with a hit on you? Because I remember several times we don't hit on you. We don't hit on yesterday in a channel bar. We don't hit nobody. We just want Una for step up. We the people need Una more than any other time. We the strain, we the suffer. We people are not happy. They the strain. So smile for we. Let we watch your face and not say we get hope in your face. Smile, just smile, please. Okay? We want to see your face and see say, okay, hope they still for we. We need for smile. But if you down, if you go out of the track, if you lost timing, then we lost hope. And once we lost hope, we dream the shattered. And once we dream shattered, we featured on damage. So please, give we more courage. Just like how I do for you so now. Just smile. And not say, God not to give you load. where you know able to. Because if you heavy self, you know remember that song there? It must help you. God not they give you low, way heavy. If he heavy, he go help you. So you see, and at the same time they say that cow we no get tail. Now God the grab him fly. Not feel say all is lost though, or not feel say because Marabi will get everything we take. How fair will be in Talek. Look where how they call and David be whack when they go put and down. Hey, just smile. Where every day then they see you the smile, then they even wonder what thing they happen. If you know they feel no pain. Hey, not sure nobody say you feel pain. Just smile. Even if you get heated inside here, just smile. Okay? You confuse them because they don't even know how you day. They don't know. Yeah? So continue. Just smile. Alright? It will be okay. And that number I will tell you. Continue, right? You know, technically, then people, yeah, and I got the come up behind them. Then they go take, then go the small thing, then they come. And that small thing, then they kick them, then they give them technical knockout. So, I be one continue with another document, but I know they continue. Because I see the kind of, you know, complication right now, even inside their own document, the way that they make. You know, now, like, you see, let's tell you something where you know they understand. Anytime where Ake don't full up on somebody, and not at the torment. You remember the case we been go before Anaboni, Justice Anaboni, the time where APC Bangu Convention. You know what thing have been the knockout? Oh, sit and the may laugh, laugh. You know what thing have been the problem? Even Usuboy we be don't die, long, and bring Anka inside the case. Even other people will be don't die, long, and bring Anka inside, then put them as respondent. Now the same thing not fall so. There's a way coach one for Alakina inside Pamabo to let it go. So you the case they on, you not done it. You said the person are convict. Ebo, in fact, you said they suppose for charging a court because you don't classify somebody. Now defamation, now you don't classify somebody who say no day. The person they on trial, you say na convict. Who that tell you so? Where the law don't tell we say anybody they be innocent until they found and guilty. So how you go convict a person now you must? So I beg, on a focus. Yeah. This is the one kind thing waiting. But one thing I know I want to get that word I can say. I know that thing and something. No, they mean them. Now just that now God they come up behind them. They mean them. Okay, so today I can't give you time. Today, for the sake of this discussion and because of the time we get some time, I'm gonna 2 minutes per call for let una express on ourselves on waiting on think about this particular issue where we don't see come up. Now, I mean, one issue to talk about today. But before that, please, let just please not come on side too. I beg. Hold on. Let just take this message quick one. Please not come inside. I beg. Not come inside. Yeah. Let just take message quick one. Please say no guys. It's okay. Sorry about that. I'll just take a message quick one from we own guy. Please, hold on. I need to take a message. Laugh a small couple, yeah. I just find small couple on motorbike, small couple. Let's see if I can get a small couple, small one. Yeah. Let's play this jingle, quick one, and I will come back just now.
Me follow them. Una don yeri the African Caribbean Festival don't do a back This time, they get the festival only package when a $72 deposit no more. Yes, $72. Yes, $72. And you will meet up for day party 6 days ladida from December 28, 2023 so January 2nd, 2024.
The experience in Africa is a completely different experience that you will never get anywhere else besides in Africa. And especially with the Africa Urban Festival, is also uniting not only African culture, but Caribbean culture as well. So you get to be immersed in both cultures and get to see outside of your worldview. And it just offers you a new perspective. So yes, I would recommend it.
I had a wonderful experience. It was so much fun. Great memories, great food, great people, nothing but vibes. And I am a carnival junkie, and I would definitely say that this was one of the top carnivals I've attended. I would say you have to go and experience it, because us just telling you about this or you seeing pictures about it doesn't really do it justice, because it's like just being out there with the locals and just like experiencing the cuisine, just like talking to them and like seeing how they live versus how we live. You know, it's just that like somebody said, like we immersed all the culture together.
All you need for do now for go na dem website wey na www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Scroll down and select the cotton tree package wey na the festival only package. Scroll down and see all wetin dey per this package, then pick between 3 and 8 months. If you pick the 8-month plan, click add to cart, then you go see say na just $72 deposit no more you need for put down. After that, click proceed to check. When na there you go put all your information and agree to all the terms and conditions. Then select your payment type. So you just sit down now and wait for the festival Ladida this December. Back up, we move.
All right, we get 863 where they watch right now with 308 people and we don't like the program na YouTube. So please, if you don't like the program, please encourage me for do more, okay? And on Facebook, we get 387 where they watch the program right now. And we get 260 where they like. Please add for me and do more. And I want to tell you, I say on Saturday, Egatin Shaba, 6 p.m. saloon time. Egatin Shaba, they host the border of LAJ. King Boss LAJ. It host in border. You know, say in border be one contest election. And then when the issue of LAJ come up, they include in border day because it can talk certain things. Them they lock them up. And just after the nomination, and they release them. So Shaba, I got in Shaba the host in border when LAJ in border. Rapish. On Saturday, 6 p.m. salon time, okay? And of course, it go there na Facebook live na Egatin Shaba in page. But we go there na Facebook, na YouTube. We not go do on Facebook because Egatin Shaba na Facebook. But we go there na YouTube and they do the same thing, okay? So please now for like the program and share them for we, okay? Let me go on now and start for see if we can begin take some few calls, then 2 minutes per call today, right? Because of this particular time we'll get. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from, please. You get 2 minutes.
Good evening, Senga Pierre.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine. How is you?
We did try. You get 2 minutes. Right?
Senga Pierre, wait till I want to say. Them people they are just a disgrace themselves. When you watch, look, even their own documents for them file, don't knock them out. When the document they say, you say the man not to convict. If you say the person are alleged, if you say the person do something, court careful go find the person guilty, say the person do am. You know, grab them or say this person I do this thing. We don't find them guilty. So the people them where you watch, then go try and then get for try, but they're not going able. One thing where they always say, watch all you want them, we don't take power. Now that country, how they suffer. 2018, Samura not be suffer. And not go through nothing. This 2022, watch how we don't suffer. So at the end, it will conquer the battle and go into the election and win the election peaceful one. Anything with the government's plan for do, they're not going able. Then one thing again where I want to see Senga Pierre. This government for say they not get campaign message. Because once where they bother me, the government only they go get a school picking them small picking them. Go get and they put word na they put stock na they mock them. How government go be reckless so?
20 seconds more.
Because picking away for them at school, you pull them at school, they go put them away. Who's kind of thing this? This thing now a
5 more seconds.
This thing now a call for concern. But if parents are fasting for the left they begin, you go.
Alright, we go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from. You get 2 minutes.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
You know, I give advice to all the viewers, YouTube and Facebook, please. For anything we get grudge for person, not to wait the person don't seek you, you're ready for take court case. You see, one thing we read all in this. when you get one match for posting, if you watch Peter Conte from the beginning to date, because he count intention, heavy intentions, and he make it feel bit by bit. Then make they always admire at honorable going down constitution 007. So what's his name himself? This boy, this renowned boy, Kagbo. You see, where they talk one, but not sure. You see, these people they are always they do some certain thing then because government don't tell them say go do this. I'm a party, a poela. Lobby, they will give a share. That is always that's happening. When they're ready for go file now, they file the wrong thing, and they always do mistake in their own filing. And this now an affidavit, and I hope the judge will not pick that. If you want to federal, within federal, see. Notice can also go far because in get the document on Twitter, the commission share on Twitter. I read them throughout. The email cannot go far for explain. A lawyer, you know what inside the hole. So sometimes, like we can talk to, you know, nobody will lead you or talk what for talk, what you right for people. Then you talk what you supposed for talk. Thank you. God bless.
God bless you too. Go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name is inside the call from. You get 2 minutes.
Yes, I call from Uyak.
Go ahead, you get 2 minutes.
Basically, them people are an extension of Peter Conte. Because there are being Peter Conte in camp, so that the same people them. But what I tell was, I've been not talking on a program. See, Mother you need to ever go peacefully, and I repeat her back. You need to go peacefully. So prepare. Either way, we don't lose election. In man, the way don't put in a certain position and fetch back, but you need to go peacefully. So we for prepare for that. But for COLESON, I'm neighbor. Now we live here, Melon Street, Upper Melon Street, looking outside at the Siam. Now we neighbor with COLESON. If we no see, we say sit down. Now we get here. I know we talk, but now we neighbor off Melon Street, looking outside at the lights. If you feel see one the real people of Sierra Leone, put to bed. We know the repercussion of the office at the end of the day. How they suffer so right now, you know, with the hopes they can go to people they can begin campaign. Not so say go stop Samura, but this particular tier they put people in memorandum. You know, because of that, either he pay before election or during election or after election, but he must pay. He must pay for this action on the show. Now we are in it here, and now we are on street here. Thank you.
No, thank you. Go to another call again, quickly. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. You get 2 minutes.
Yes, this is Alaja, the call from Virginia.
Go ahead, brother. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening. How are you, brother?
Please, brother, you safe.
Thank God. Yeah, just like I believe in this now. This now only a leadership quality and go make posting. We will patient there. Just like I did say, like patient. But you know, you nobody know the way they go do that kind of bully they have to. We go actually able to be at the situation they are. Because you enemy maybe take time to read it 3 times. Because tomorrow Bamba, when I'm like come back together, you know, find a way to talk to her with the book to your face. And not really treat yourself fine because of the humanity sake. But there are people that are good at bully too much, too pass smart. This case here, it just feel like a way like you see the movie, they are actor and toughest. Today, Madam you Nana the toughest, Samura na the actor. You know, say the devil always he get too much power, but at the end of the day, he never win. When the contest against them, his power is small, but at the end of the day, they already defeat him. The toughest always, he always get power. Madam, you power, but inshallah, by God your power, they will defeat him. We will surely defeat him.
20 more seconds.
No matter what, whose style we pull, we will defeat him. He will come on our aid because we tire. People they tire. Now that's all.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Aggie.
Good evening.
How you do? How you do? Fine. How you say?
I do fine. Yeah, I need follow up more on this small. You know, Madam Bio, they're wasting time. We know they ignore all the other thing that way they do. We know say na calculated plan them. They know exactly what thing they do. But then by now they for don't know say don't try all kinds of things in all the work. They want bring TIIEMC inside this. They're not just grab and go conduct convention. Then na courts give the order. The leader of TIIEMC and all the people that will be involved in that group they be very competent. The leader very competent if you know what they do, and he not just grab and do anything. He do what court tell him for do. If you know he limits them before the courts come back and tell them and go ahead with the convention. So that's why they let them forget him. Samura has not been convicted of anything. So that's why I don't know what people really think, but then they disgrace themselves time and time again. So Madam, let it just know say we very well know say it go fed to the end, and as it prepare and so we self prepare for him. It go by God power, it commodity. Because it's too much. It's too much. He has done too much to this country. He need for go. And it will go by God power. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. You get 2 minutes.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Please, patients are just to the state of. Hello?
You did live. Your time I don't go on. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening. I'm so happy that today I will get to now.
We appreciate for talk to you as well. We're glad you.
Yeah, brother. Me, I don't call me name, but now when I demand inside the Monday.
Okay.
I just want you make a cry today while I see you. I mean, first thing is to participate. Samura, they win this election. They're not going nothing they do. At least I did by your today. And I follow that body. That body don't go to school as it is say, but the sensory God jam. If we begin a stiff in a salon for better. Now distraction. Me at the big do ya wanna tell someone we say they also but that data let them give. Now distract them from that particular thing where they ask ECL. Please that big at the big for God. That data they let them give. I say people know they know so we say they able pass for rig. Now the only thing that day, now really, please, now when they inside the Monday, do ya? We say they all, let they only. Let them not left day. And if you see they left day, but we salute don't finish back. Please, that data day, no matter what they do, let them give. They for pull them. Yeah? Okay, dear, bye-bye.
Thank you. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. You get 2 minutes.
I call from where I do.
With the tie by God empower yourself.
What is that doing? Yeah, I don't say we are not the type of call. I'm not able to go through all of these. There are some kind of keep where thank God. But
very sorry about that. How do you feel now?
How do you feel much better? Because Sakomo Salon come. I think I get respiratory problem.
It could be okay.
But yes, but thank God. Hey, we people in Sierra Leone, the nation. We within our guys how they listen. You go tell our people the day. We get assignment for do. We the work with the big one, will not be distracted. You are in a salon especially. Will not be distracted with whatever movement, whatever cases, whatever the people they are they cook for pull come towards APC not going forward. We need to move on. This is not just about APC. Madam, you must go. Madam, you get for go. At this salon 5 months. Every day, if you send by this today, 5,000, 2,000 don't add up next day. Not to say Madam you is doing something for catch up with him. Madam you is get for catch up with him. And he don't catch up with him. We are not by ourselves in that country. The outside world and the watch we. And they talk for the layman, and they talk for the man who not the reading right, we don't sabi books there for waiting. And they tell una say una pull Madam in next 5 years, you know need una for do nothing again. He go brutal una, he go do worse pass what they do to una. This year I know what una sabi 2-3 months ago. Una where they go, they no more come out today. Not to this year I knew. Again, it's getting worse each and every blessed day.
All right, you get 20 more seconds.
Una find any kind of way for avoid for the listening waiting and the person say but Samura Kamara. Kamara has all the opportunity. He's got every right
5 more seconds. All right. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from. You get 2 minutes.
Hello, we are. I know they do everything.
Where they try, how you safe?
Oh, please God, my brother, sing me here. Oh man, you see why they talk to all this smile. Oh man, I get good news, you understand?
Okay,
so,
listen.
and let me tell you, that guy that really get make picture, they get make happy, you understand? You read the letter, you talk one word, see, Samura Kamara, they don't, you know, give it, no, not, and the court not find and
yeah, you're not to convict. They're not convicted.
Fine, thank you. So, then guy there, let me tell you something. Now, then guy there, way they don't pay. Now they say don't win them send back na the court. Even the team, you understand them? Then they put injunction against the ITGC, not on the team. So now the court allow the team for let them continue with the election. It's not petition APC. So that one is the clear. Now God they come up behind them, you understand? What we let we people them who they pray to be people them, let them get the courage. Let them not be distracted. The only thing who they ask the APC, let them come talk to the people, let them be with the people, let them give the people hope, let them give them courage, give them security. Now these the people they need. And they tell you, I talk to somebody today, when really give me courage, you understand? And they ready, APC ready, and Mother Bio they go. I swear to God, in this day they go. Trust me, I don't tell you this thing, they go. Whatever thing they do, this one I don't say distraction. You understand? This not fail. Then politicians they don't add up. No get nothing. They won't give them with them. They can't misbehave. So and the other thing back again. Most of them back again.
20 more seconds.
Let Kamara promise them say I will give this position. I will give this. Now this they want because I'm not encourage that. I mean, thank you very much, people.
Thank you. God bless you too. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from, please. You get 2 minutes. Yeah, reduce the volume of your sets now, yeah?
Good evening. I call from there.
Reduce the volume of your sets for we big.
I tell you thank you. I tell you thank you. And what you mean is that just like I'm supposed to.
Reduce the volume of your sets for we deal with big. Hello?
Okay, they get you now?
No, reduce the volume of the set. Where they be anywhere you watch from.
Okay, they get me now.
Better, go ahead.
What do you believe that Motaman, if we get believe into Allah, if we get faith, that make Allah make the Quran and make the Bible. You know, say get faith. Allow the people that don't go to ballot box. And who believe say we the people don't make up our mind though. We pray to God, don't go to the ballot box. Men give you rights, men no say you rights. Saloon. Not to see you start up. We all go pass away. Papa will start up, not pass away. So we don't see. He let the people. He did for the people. Allow the process to go through. Simple. And no, people we the people we don't get nothing until they say this thing. Go to the ballot box. Simple. And if you don't see, you believe yourself. You get faith. And he let the people. He don't look for the people. Allow the people. They don't go to the ballot box. Let the process be done. The things be done. They don't put you for other things. People they die. I don't want to be anymore. I don't want to get some more because people get offended, people vex. Serious one. So any kind of play, make a left to make a right to logo the true process. Simple. Don't go to the true process. When you do the right, now the right thing once, then one the right once.
10 more seconds. Thank you very much. We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and the side call from. Yeah, reduce the volume of your set where you watch you from, please.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the show. You get 2 minutes. Your name and the side you call from.
Yes, they call from Fatima, they call from Virginia.
Alright, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
What do we try for state? Now this ID card where APC don't say for let them go into the ID card and let them try for give the raw data. Now it don't put this problem. Now that's make they come with all kind of excuse. Madam, if you don't say you don't work, allow the process make you go on. Not afraid you copy man. Now and they under this all where they go under where they go to. This time you don't take no more.
Alright, thank you very much. We'll go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the line. The call. Hello, reduce the volume of your sets, please. You dey get me? Caller, you dey live. Reduce the volume of your sets where you watch me from.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, reduce the volume of the set where you watch me from.
Okay, good evening.
How you dey do?
I'll be sending messages of make una because we didn't talk about convict or whatever. Then they talk about the COI. I want una find the document of the COI, make una see waiting they write about Samura on the COI. Waiting maybe remember, I think they write about the shares. See, they know the tax way they for pay on the shares. They not pay the correct or whatever they do. I want them to find that document. Which I don't forget everything and talk about Samura. Now they talk about not to this corruption case. Then they talk about who. They talk about the COI. To make una find the document, then una see the right. Samura will get something about even Motukadem, but they say get too much Motukadem, too many Motukadem, and asking about the shares. Please, una find that document and they make una. Now they talk make una see the right about that. If una don't get that one day, una gonna say the case where the people because now the only one and the way I don't know, but the other two they don't get any grounds. But that day, now una for look for make una see what they write about Samura on that COI. Now they talk about. So now that's my call for make I tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Kamara.
Yeah, me one thing I just want to say, me not be the moderator on a young program. I know they even bring this because they give relevance to the topic. Because this is sort of a distraction. Because first of all, we know say we audience there. Some people they with high blood pressure. Some people they have no sweet. So they can use the trigger their system. You know, the people who no longer have to compute this kind of news. The thing we don't develop from yesterday. Now, I think now the thing I would just see when people they feel they fear with the chair for Alina after they don't come to real. I just in the brief call the APC the executive, they are better position for can explain, and then legal luminaries the cap can explain the situation of the party in relation to that. And let's go to the point now. With this thing Francis Bono Bolo Pelipani, that means also APC from February to rent that man is low, but then they try for they politically motivated and orchestrated something. That man don't lie low, the content the count of peace, the puzzle, and the jigsaw, they go to epic credo. Why they don't take action? Because that man don't fight tooth and nail, they don't go to PPRC, they don't go to CSA, they don't go outside judiciary, they don't be hearing. But this is something where they don't work in connivance with the government. That CSL will don't tell them this not the scenario. The only thing we can do, we are going to make sure your candidate is going to be provisional. Just like I want to discuss sometimes, they will make the other people accepted. So by that means, it is subject to the approval after some days. Anybody want to make a motion. So that need to see them come up with that motion at the nick of time.
20 more seconds.
We live in America, and America Street, we don't serve as honorable in America Street. We say in a reverend. As a very, very well with eating. So, you know, they're not what they do. Then you want, I don't want, because the time don't go on, because I want to on, see a bit.
Alright, welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from. You get 2 minutes.
Yes, MAP, this is Sulaiman they talk. Thank God I get it today.
Alright, go ahead.
Now, two things involved now, yeah. You understand? One, you know, they want to distract APC, not only Samura. APC, they want to distract them from this protest where they want to do. Pertaining this ID card and the data. That is one. Secondly, they won't call this case during the time where APC their campaign time. APC their campaign time, now they won't call this matter in a court. You know, so that it will disrupt the campaign. Those are the two things the way them people here they don't plan. So Sierra Leoneans, Sierra Leone people them will get ready. Mother Bio no go come there easily. This man ready for die there. You understand? Because the crime the way don't commit, you don't see say if he lose power, not only him, within Kabudu them. If they lose power, definitely then go for them. You understand? So hello, you hearing me?
When they get you clear, go ahead.
Won't try by all means for win this election by hook or crook because there is nothing way they go show the Sierra Leoneans them. So those are the two things to decide the APC, and they won't call this case when APC want to do their campaign. Those are the two things. So my APC they watch and to wait here I don't talk so. You understand me, brother?
Yeah.
So now this thing I won't say anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
brother.
God bless you. I'll take 5 more calls. 5 more calls. 5 more calls into the program. Anyway, everybody in point, very much important. I see another point come up again, very much important. We might look into that one day again in another program. Welcome to the show. Your name and the call from. You get 2 minutes.
How they do? How they body?
Praise God. Are you safe?
They do.
You safe. Tell what thinking.
I was there for saying no more. Let's Sierra Leone and then get patient. The one day when they do that, they not like Sierra Leone. Because if they really like the people of Sierra Leone, we are then they suffer so. Then they sit down there, then they go create issue. Then for themselves, then they fight. Not for APC. APC now they no more get APC. Me and me one understand because people them boku inside APC. Everybody don't accept. Say let Samura Kamara be the flag bearer, president candidate. They don't accept. Why then still they go fight for no more issue there? Because Madabi don't pay them money. But people let God give them patience. Let God make this trouble where they're not the head, it go come on at the head.
Okay.
The people they already do that. That's like now enemy of Sierra Leone, not of for because if they know what's in the happen, they're not going to go do them kind of thing. Then let the people that say that they don't want Samura, but what's not their own problem? Well, Madabi on, you don't know say no. Make go kind of thing there. Let people then get courage. When you go corner the last day, they go tell corner people not say corner benefit pass on this now under me government. They can say pie they lie. They say pie you don't forget. You don't forget pie. You know all that thing that they have.
You got 20 more seconds.
They don't say they lose. Alright. I don't know how I got to say.
Thank you. God bless you. 4 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and who the call from. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, I call from Riyadh.
Alright, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, any place you don't see then go for regional self. Make someone go for good again. Pass after election because now feature to the highest degree. What you want to do so that more less surely. For the call man no more grab no more the call no more by we say Kamara be what you want to do. Any country a democratic country not to rebel country this. Not to rebel country this at all. And what you man want to do for violate human rights of people in this country, we know see the end will come one day. One day we no go freedom, we tell you no go freedom, and nothing will go happen in this country. Madam, you don't get nothing for doing in this country. And this people only forgive nobody. Not the we don't always say because today after the war forgive people them. Maybe everybody go normal life. Let me don't sit now. We do back to them. What you count this war in this country? Now the worst they ever do in this country. That they do so. Pass the cause because of what you count this war in this country. Now they don't do the worst. The government do the worst. So this people only forgive nobody. Let them do what they want to do. The time go reach.
Thank you very much. 3 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and who the call from. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah, Aliu.
Yes, please reduce the volume of your set. Yeah,
I don't reduce them. To me, this case not to better case.
Okay.
Why? In fact, why make us so? Because Kamara ain't have one party contestant. He go to the convention. He lost. Why they go to court again? See, you know the body ways we conduct election not legitimate and all. Not a serious case before that. Arrest me case for that.
Thank you very much. I take 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call form. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, my brother.
How are you doing?
You see, yeah, one thing we are willing to tell people say you not somebody with the give news to people. Not to for them come get attention you can for. You know somebody in a bossy way they give news to people. See, bossy area it your problem your problem not to give bossy news where they make you happy. And for giving news where if necessary for you give you up. We tell people like that day. We all like APC, we all like one changes. But who are in news, no area fine, no area favor. Then I one thing we want to talk. And the next thing again, you see them see this thing, I don't say this is something we not well planned. And not to follow and succeed. Now for them disturb them, then they just delaying the progress of the party. That is it. That is it. Not to follow and succeed though. And they really don't take the part. They don't say campaign they can start for them maybe next month or this month, early next month. Then when it starts, after they call the case, and when they call the case, APC supporters they must go at the court first, and they don't distract them. At one point and they not to follow the case so that for distraction, and then again. You are big, all the stakeholders, they also let them give them that voter, that raw data, that pointing back, that other distraction back. If they don't say if they do this, lawyers they all want to go to court, and if they go to court, they go forget about that demonstration, they go forget about that
20
raw data.
more seconds.
Yeah, these are all the plans and way SLP get. Don't win the case, don't win the case in the federal. And then again, what I ask back, I want you. Please tell me if the 17 don't pass, if it is still
Sorry, you don't exceed the time. Welcome to the show, Sister Admin.
Hi, good evening. Hi, Facebook, hi, YouTube. I hope you all do well. Me, I want to talk to my salon people and this net here, so this evening, time or morning, na salon, whatever else on a day. Salon people, them, I want to rest to the mind. This working fufu pattern where mother be they do so. Because I see fish for where rotting like a fufu now, so they behave no more. So fufu business, big food business. I know I listen them big food business and the way they do that fufu behavior. If we see the man they behave like when they don't stop fufu casada inside water for how many days? That's why it hits their fever. Una not listen to this rubbish when they go on social media. Una not listen to anything. Una just focus no more say. Now peace now want na salon. Now well body now want na salon. Una want food. Una want light. Una want water. Una want electricity. Una picking up to go good schools. Una to get peace of mind. Collapse for then at the country. That love will be don't listen. The love is for come back. The unity for come back. The peace for come back. Now this night for being with focus. Una no pay attention to any rotor that way they go right now. Let them know for you. What cacao now for you? What cacao belly talk now for you? Because don't tell you they game them. This game here they play, so we don't understand the game. We don't understand. I mean, like every time they sit down, they cry. And they worry. I know they cry because I don't know exactly what they do. I don't know what they do up to. So this time, the message that is spread to Una is Una stay focused. Una need more say Una go to that ballot box. Una they go there with Una heart. Una they go there for Una 15, Una generation. Una they go there because Una only do Una sleep. Una know you bonfire. Una know you say
15 more seconds.
So do a big what June 25 the election the right. Una go cast Una ballot because of for Samura, because of peace. Una vote for Samura. Samura will then be able continue for smile just like what you want like you said.
Alright, with that now, the last call for the program today. Okay, my brother can give bonus. So like one bonus call. Welcome to the show. You name it, say the call from you now the bonus call.
Yeah, I dey call from Washington.
Right,
so, yeah,
2 minutes.
Good evening. Remember, say I talked something yesterday. I talk say if this SLP pauper then we get any evidence say Dr. Samura do something like they don't get rid of a long thing. But they not get any evidence. The case with the council a baseless case. The convention with the PC hold, it was ordered by a high court judge and give permission for go do the convention. And everything we APC do, it was mandated by Judge Fisher. Waiting Fisher tell them for do, now him they do. So they not commit no crime. You understand? So anybody will feel say Samura no go take part in this election coming, a lie. Because all this are distraction. Because APC then go after neck, and they don't want that. Now make the couch something if can't disrupt people in mind. Let people just be focused. People in mind already made up. No matter waiting SLPP or Madabio waiting cabal then do. The salon people in mind or make up for pull them out of the government. They don't make up their mind. So no matter what they do, they're not going to succeed. Make the people in focus and make them continue for be resilient. Make them continue for patient and wait for that day, June 24, by God in power, and make them go and cast their votes and make the reality. God bless.
Thank you very much. Alright, so now the last call and the way we take inside the program today. Very sorry. We're not able to take any more calls. So one for say very sorry for that. And one for tell now thank you. Please 921 on YouTube. Please now for make sure say you like the program, you know. And then on Facebook we get 363. So please add the likes for it. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider for subscribe. Yeah. Tomorrow we actually launch, you know, we election fund proper one. And lastly, one for remind on say this Saturday we go actually Egatin Shaba go actually get, you know, a pitch na the show. When 6 p.m. salon time, and then 9 p.m. salon time, we as well they get some big guys then from the APC where they come and join we, you know, inside the program. We don't forget the Richard Conte, the Kemosi, another big players then where they come for join we inside the program. Sorry, on Saturday, not Sunday, on Saturday, 9 p.m. salon time, and on the 6 p.m. salon time Rapish we with Egatin Shaba. You know, so please not forget for joining me again. Okay, so until we meet again inside another beautiful edition of a program where we call Weird. My name is Sembepe, the Freedom Fighter. Thanks to all we don't like, share, and comment. Thanks to you we all subscribe for the very first time. We appreciate to all. Until then, God bless we country Sierra Leone where we call Weird.
Them, una don yeri, the Africa Caribbean Festival don't do a bako. This time, they get the festival only package when a $72 deposit no more. Yes, $72. Yes, $72. And you will meet up for the party 6 days ladida from December 28th, 2023 so January 2nd, 2024.
The experience in Africa is a completely different experience that you will never get anywhere else besides in Africa. And especially with the Africa Urban Festival, it's also uniting not only African culture, but Caribbean culture as well. So you get to be immersed in both cultures and get to see outside of your worldview, and it just offers you a new perspective. So yes, I would recommend it.
I had a wonderful experience. It was so much fun. Great memories, great food, great people, nothing but vibes. And I am a carnival junkie, and I would definitely say that this was one of the top carnivals I've attended. I would say you have to go and experience it, because us just telling you about this or you seeing pictures about it doesn't really do it justice, because it's like just being out there with the locals and just like experiencing the cuisine, just like talking to them and like seeing how they live versus how we live. You know, it's just that like somebody said, like we immersed all the culture together.
All you need for do now for go na them website when na www.africaribbeanfestival.com. Scroll down and select the cotton tree package when na the festival only package. Scroll down and see all what's in there on this package, then pick between 3 and 8 months. If you pick the 8-month plan, click add to cart, then you go see say now just $72 deposit no more you need for put down. After that, click proceed to check when a day you go put all your information and agree to all the terms and conditions. Then select your payment type. Nine also, you just sit down now and wait for the festival ladida this December. Back up, we move.